Good morning, you guys, and welcome to my 2020 morning routine. This is pretty current, whether I am getting up early or I get up a little bit later. This was on a particular day that I got up at 6 a.m. And the very first thing that I always do every single morning is make my bed. I'm just a firm believer and it helps with my productivity. And so I always make sure that I make my bed first. I also helps so that I don't jump back into the bed. So once I am finished with making my bed, then I am going to go ahead and get in my workout clothes right away. If I have my workout clothes on, I feel like I have to work out and I don't make excuses for myself and end up not working out. So my children typically get up anywhere from 5:45 to 7:30. It really just depends. Every day is completely different. And on this particular day, they did get up at 6 o'clock in the morning like I did. So you are going to see them throughout this video. But I am just going to go ahead and get ready and start my day. I do want to let you know that this video is in collaboration with a very good friend of mine here on YouTube. Her name is Amanda Little, and she is a total boss mom. She is amazing. She has 2 little kids. She's a boy and a girl, and they are so sweet. And I just love her personality and just how she is so down to earth. And I feel like I learn so much from Amanda. So if you have never checked her out, I am going to put her handle here on the screen. Also, I'm going to leave her link to her video down in the description box below. Make sure you go check her out. Let her know that I sent you and give her some love. Now I'm just going to make some Spark. This does help with mental clarity. It helps with me to do my workouts. So I really like to drink it in the morning. And this is my youngest, Caleb. Oh my gosh, he is so sweet, you guys, and he's always asking me for snuggles. He actually says, "Mama, can I snuggle you?" So I always have to hold him. He's so sweet. Now, I know a lot of kids don't eat breakfast or they eat later. My children, they get up and they want to eat right away. So I was just giving Caleb some more snuggles and fed them some cereal and milk. I usually let them choose. We do a bunch of different breakfasts, and that is one of their favorites. So I did also want to say that if you're coming over from Amanda's channel, my name is Brittany, and I would absolutely love to have you as a part of our YouTube family here. I do a lot of different mommy lifestyle content, day in the life vlogs, and also routine videos like this one. I just did a grocery haul not too long ago, so just some motivational stuff for you guys. So the next thing that I typically do while I'm drinking my pre-workout is to go back upstairs into my office, and there's a couple of things that I do. So one, I was starting my laundry on this particular day. I load it the night before, and then I do remote start so that I can start it in the morning when I get up. It does take typically an hour, so once it is totally done, I'll pretty much be ready for the day. So I'm going to write out my list of things that I need to do for work. I do actually work full-time from home already before all of this. The next thing that I do is check my daily planner. Now, I use an Erin Condren hourly, as you can see here, but I have been using it more for a list type of planner. I did get the Daily Duo, so I can't wait for that to arrive and for it to start in July. This is the new prayer journal that I just started. It's really awesome, and I'll leave a link for it down in the description box below for you guys if you want to check it out. I also use the YouVersion Bible app, and I do Bible studies on there. So I was just picking a new one for this particular day. It was about patience, and it's something that I'm praying about and currently trying to work on. So I'm just going to get started on doing all of that before I head back downstairs to get into my workout. It really does help me out in the morning to spend time with God. It helps to set my day, and it just really makes for better days for me when I'm able to do that and have mental clarity in the morning. So I would actually like to be a person that gets up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and does all this before my kids get up. So I'm definitely on a journey for that. And if I end up doing that, which I hope that in the near future I will be able to, then I will definitely share that journey with you guys. So the next thing that I do is head downstairs for my workout. I am currently doing Beachbody's 21-day fix. It's really just my go-to, you guys. I've done the bar workout, I've done Lift 4, I've done the morning meltdown. I love it all. I just always revert back to the 21-day fix just because I know that it is only like 20 to 30 minutes and it's not that long and I can get it done. And I actually like knowing that I know what to expect in the workout. So I went back to that. I've also been running, which is something that's completely new for me, and I'm really proud of myself because I never thought that I could see myself as a runner. So on days that it doesn't rain, I do try to go out for at least 1.5 miles. The next thing that I was doing was switching my clothes over from the washer to the dryer. And then on this particular day, I had to do 2 loads of laundry. I typically do 1 load of laundry a day start to finish, but I was a little backed up, and so I wanted to do a load of towels on this particular day as well. So the next thing that I do is head back up into my kitchen and make myself a cup of coffee. And lately I have been adding collagen peptides to my coffee. I recently had some people ask if collagen peptides with protein is like better than protein powder. I wouldn't say that it's better than a protein shake. I would say it's a different kind of protein. It does give you added protein. My sister actually went to school for exercise science, and technically you're supposed to have 90 grams of protein a day. And to actually eat 90 grams of protein is just a crazy number that you won't hit unless you're eating like and drinking protein shakes. So this adds protein. You do have to do 2 scoops to get the full amount. So the next thing that I've been trying to do every morning is drink a glass of lemon water. It would be ideal if I did this before I do anything, but I'm just glad that I do it in general. So just getting myself a big glass of lemon water before I drink anything else besides coffee for the day. And then I'm just going to add in my collagen peptides. Like I said, it is 2 cups, and I tend to use the frother that is on the side of my coffee machine just to kind of mix it all around. It is super smooth, and so I don't taste the protein. It's unflavored, and I don't it's not gritty or anything like that in my coffee. It's a very smooth. I don't even know it's there. And then what I do is go ahead and add in my favorite coffee creamer right now, which is the caramel latte one, and I always top it with whipped cream. So the next thing that I'm doing is just making the boys' beds. I typically do this for them. I actually enjoy doing it. Even if they do it, which sometimes they do, I end up going back in there and fixing them anyway. And some people might say, why do you do Caleb's? Because he still naps, and then 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours from now, he's going to take a nap. But I just really love having all of the beds made in the morning. So next thing that I'm going to do is head into my bathroom, put on the current Audible book that I'm listening to, which is Atomic Habits. It's actually really, really good. I either listen to an Audible book or listen to a positive podcast while I jump in the shower and get ready for the day. So I am one of those people that thinks that getting yourself ready for the day does help with productivity and getting things done. I realized ever since starting to work full-time from home last January, it was really easy to just stay in my pajamas and not do my hair and not get ready for the day. And when I do that, I tend to sit on the couch and I just feel a lot less productive than I do if I actually get myself ready. So I don't always do a full face of makeup. I didn't do a full face of makeup on this day. I literally just did moisturizer. I have a tinted moisturizer that I use. I did concealer and I did mascara. That was it. I didn't do any blush or any eyeshadow, anything like that. And I also did not wash my hair on this particular day. So this is the dry shampoo that I'm absolutely loving. So I just stuck that in my hair, and you guys, I literally just pulled it up into a mom bun because you know what? Sometimes that's just what you need to do. And I actually love when my hair is out of my face when it's not freshly washed. So I was just checking to see how much time was left on my washer and dryer. Looks like there was 8 minutes left. So I wanted to get started with Liam for school and also make myself some breakfast. So I've really been into cream eggs. And the way that you do that is you cook your eggs in heavy cream. I never heard of this before until one of my friends shared it. So I started making them and I absolutely love it. So I'm just doing 2 eggs on this particular day and then 1 piece of whole grain toast. My husband was making some Trader Joe's hash browns, so I did have one of those as well. The next thing that I move on to in my morning is to do schooling with Liam. He is 5 and in kindergarten, and so we do have schoolwork that we have to submit every single week. So if he's doing worksheets, I'm usually answering work emails or going over some work things. If I am doing the videos with him, then I usually am just sitting there and concentrating and helping him so that I know how to help him answer the questions and do other worksheets and tasks that he has to do outside of just watching videos. So that is what we are going to do now. I'm going to help him get all this schoolwork done. We try to do this between the hours of 9 and 11, and then when I'm not hosting virtual classes for my job, then I try and get on and do work from 11 a.m. to about 4 p.m. before I help the kids. So if you guys want to see another all-day routine, let me know and I'll try to film one of those for you. So the next thing that I like to do is just do a cleanup after breakfast. So to do all of the dishes and then get them put away. It really just helps, especially during quarantine, to do this a couple of times a day so that the dishes aren't backed up and it's not like a crazy amount at night after we have dinner. So I'm just going to wash all of our morning dishes and our breakfast dishes, and then I'm actually going to dry them and put them away and kind of reset my kitchen. So one tip that I do have for you guys is when I do my lemon in the morning, I throw the ends of it into the garbage disposal so I can put it down because it does smell really good when you do citrus. Another thing that I've been trying to do is wash my sink out multiple times. If you're not aware of this, your sink is one of the dirtiest places in your house. I know, gross. And then I also had some meat thawing out in there because that was what we were going to have for dinner, was tacos. So I had some ground beef in there as well. That is another thing that I try and do in the morning, is look at my meal plan and pull out any meats that I need to be able to defrost, just so that they are all ready to go once we are ready to eat. So once I am finished cleaning up the kitchen, then I go downstairs typically and get the load of laundry. So I am going to pull the laundry out of the dryer and then put the clothes from the washer into the dryer. And then again, my app will let me know when it's done. So we are coming towards the end of this video. This is one of the last things that I do before I start my work day. I also sit down and usually watch one of my favorite YouTubers or a show that I am watching. On this particular day I was catching up. It's called The Circle on Netflix, which is really good. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and check it out. And then I usually load my next load of laundry into the washer and dryer for the next day. So I'm just going to get all of these clothes folded, and then I will put them away later in the day. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you are new. We would love to have you as a part of our YouTube family. Don't forget to click on Amanda's link in the description box below and go check out her morning routine as well. I absolutely love her routine videos. We will see you guys in our next one. Bye.